So today I want to do an art project. I don't want to go to my art studio, so what I am going to do is create a hotbox for my clay. It just keeps clay warm and easier to use if you're using like plasticine oil-based clay. So we're going to make it really quick. You do this, take your time, put a lot of effort, make it nice and clean, as opposed to doing what I'm about to do.
So if you guys are doing this, I suggest you build the full styrofoam box or use a cardboard box for your heat lamp, and do it correctly because it's something that is very useful.
Step 1, sprayed. Step 2, tin foil. Now when you do this, you do want to make it as flat as possible. You know, like I said, don't be like me, actually measure it out, cut it, whatever. When it comes to doing art projects, I just want to go. I don't want to have to wait. I'm very impatient. After taking all your time to make sure all the measurements and everything was exactly right, you should have something that looks a lot cleaner than mine. Now you have a nice little container, bottom of a drawer, that is ready for your clay. In reality, what you should do is you want to cover your box with a top of some kind and put a heating lamp on the top, and you just want the heating lamp to stay on just to keep your oil-based clay at a heated level so it's easy to work with. That is not what I'm going to be doing today, but that is what you should do. I'm actually using a heat gun to warm it up, and if you are doing this at home, be very careful, you can burn yourself. Okay, here's what I did. I have to make a top for it really quick to hold in the heat. So I just took a styrofoam piece and put it on there. I am gonna have to put some tin foil on the top of this to keep in the heat. So that's gonna be a little tricky, because just a little side note, spray foam 80 will eat through foam like it is literally just nothing. So you gotta use a very specific type of 3M spray. I believe it's a 70 spray, I'm almost positive. You'd have to look into it. So they don't sell that at the stores around me anyway. You can do special orders from Home Depot. But what I have found is they have this at Michael's, the 3M styrofoam spray. So this stuff will work. Then you want to lay your tin foil down. Try to wrap your edges around, just because it's going to be a little bit of heat, and styrofoam and heat don't really go together very well. So alright, once again, this would be normally when you would create a much bigger hole than I'm doing, and you would be putting in a light source, a heat lamp for this. Place my top in. Alright, I have made my hole. Alright, now once again, you wouldn't have to do this if you're doing it the correct way. And turn it on. Now once again, do not do this at home. This is not a proper way to do this. It is a dangerous way. You cannot leave this alone. You cannot just leave it running and walk away like you could with the heat lamp. Well, I wouldn't suggest doing that either, but it's much safer. So what I'm doing is relatively dangerous. Now, I also have these little air vents in here where it's allowing air to escape. I'm probably going to actually cover that up. But for now, it's not bad.
Yeah, this was just a quick thing for me to get working. So I would suggest, taking your time and actually building correctly. So if you guys are doing this, I suggest you build the full styrofoam box or use a cardboard box for your heat lamp, and do it correctly because it's something that is very useful.